Okay, for those of you that can see me right now, I sincerely apologize for the 30-minute delay. I think it's a combination of YouTube being stupid, me being stupid, my tablet being stupid. I don't know. Something is just being irrevocably stupid. And I have no idea what it could possibly be. I'm still just testing all this stuff out here. At least I can see myself pretty well in this special light thingamabob here. But now to, how do I share the stinking link with everybody? And how to add stream info. And how do I do this stinking thing? Is there a chat room here? If you are in the chat room, please say something. Absolutely say something. I'm trying to find a way to share this crap here. This is just, oof. And again, I apologize for the delay. I'm hoping to make Polenta. I'm hoping my grill hasn't totally overheated. Let me check that for a second. But as you can see, probably tell already, I'm filming in a new spot here. And now, where is this stinking... No, where, how do I... Is it set up encoding software? Go live. Now, where do I find the stupid link to send to everybody? All 10 of the people. Aha, here we are. Send it on the Twitters. I'll let everybody know that I'm on a different link here. As you can see, I'm here in my wonderful semi-outdoor room here. Sort of half indoors, half outdoors. I'll make believe a quasi porch area. So I put down on my tablet for the Twitter thingies. If I get this thing right. New live link. I'm wondering if this is just maybe a hiccup on YouTube's end. I'll send that tweet out. I might just do that from now on, just a simple live link. And I'll put this on the stinking Facebook for the 3 people that use that. Get onto my page. Eventually I'll get to grilling some polenta here as soon as I do the stupid troubleshooting. This is just so ridiculously redonkulous. Let me just put the post on here. Apologize if I can't see any of your things because I'm doing business here. Live link. Put this on the crappy Facebooks. If I can paste the link, there we are. No, just this is, yeah, I want to post it now, you idiot. So now, let's get to the real stuff here and hope that people can get to this in time. If you're watching this late, I apologize. It's kind of just enough that makes me want to just pull what hair I have left out of pull a lot of my hair out. So anyway, I think this counts for me going completely and totally live. So thank you for putting up with this ridiculously long and stupid delay. But let's relieve some aggression. Let me relieve some of my aggression by cooking something, obviously. So what am I going to be cooking this evening? Well, you can already tell from the topic above. I'm going to be cooking this stuff called polenta. Now, for the uninitiated, what the crap is polenta? Well, there's only 3 ingredients in that dish right there. It's water, yellow cornmeal, and a little bit of salt for flavor. Now, I cooked this stuff last night by just combining all those ingredients in my slow cooker, setting it on high for about a couple hours, for about 2 to 3 hours on high. And then boom, it came out with this nice little yellow, smooth, semi-gritty porridge-like stuff. And as far as I know, from what I can remember, it is actually the signature dish of northern Italy, but it's far popular in most countries all over the world, obviously. So what am I going to do with this? Obviously, as the title says above, I'm going to grill it on that actual gas grill back there. I think this location may have had something to do with my connection abilities or inabilities, but we are here. So far, nobody in the chat, but that's not unexpected given the hiccup here. But anyway, I'm going to be grilling that polenta on there, about maybe 3 minutes each side, but I'm not going to do it by itself. It's grilled polenta is okay, but you gotta have some toppings for it. So, what am I going to put on it? Well, first, just some cheap store-bought marinara sauce. That's always good in polenta. And also, so what's in this container here? What's in here? Marinated mushrooms. Just regular white mushrooms in a marinade. Olive oil, some oregano, thyme, salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. And this has been marinating for a few hours now, so it should be good, flavorful, and add a nice, a little bit of something to that polenta there. But these things I think are going to take a little bit longer to cook than the polenta. So I've got my little grilling basket here for veggies. So let's dump this in here and get started with the grilling. Alright. I also tempted myself to just wrap these in foil and put them on the grill, but I don't want to waste foil. Plus this thing's pretty cool. So now let us relocate outdoors. So first for Brownsville, we're going to go outside. At least for Brownsville Live, I should say. But anyway, let me yank my little charger out of here. And let's go on a little walk. There we're my old as crap grill probably isn't very good, but it gets the job done. Give me 1 second to get the rest of my junk. So there we go. I got my stuff here. Or just put it down on the ground somewhere. Polenta is here. So is my tablet, and so is the mushrooms. So let's get this on the grill and get this thing cooking. And boom. You know what? I'm gonna put the mushrooms on that side. So let's start my clock here. I reckon the mushrooms are going to take about maybe 15 minutes to cook, or probably a little bit less, but I'll just eyeball it. I've actually got more light in here with this little LED light than I do anywhere else, so it should be easy to check. In the meantime, I'm just going to wait around here, see if anybody notices that I've changed anything. And oh, I can already hear some sizzling. Sizzle, 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 sizzle. The mushrooms are indeed cooking. Now, I should note that I've made this recipe before, well, not the grilled part, but baked the polenta in an oven after I'd solidified, and then put the mushrooms and the marinara on it. And it was okay, but I just want to see what happens if it's grilled. And of course, the polenta, as you saw on that plate there, is just one of the ways you can serve polenta cold, and then baked, toasted, fried, maybe whatever. Of course, you can also eat it hot in its porridge-like form, and when it's like that, you serve it immediately, usually as a side item, if I'm not mistaken. And again, for the 2 millionth time, I'm going to apologize for being late, as, well, YouTube was just being kind of a jerk. Let's see. Anybody here? No, nobody here. It's been 11 minutes here. Oh, I'm still hearing a lot of sizzling. And if you come into the chat room, please leave a message, obviously. But let's see how this is turning out. Ooh, this could be nice. Ooh, that's the olive oil doing the stuff. I think these are going to be good. Got maybe not nine, but some more minutes until the polenta goes onto the grill. In the meantime, I think I'm going to openly ponder what I should do next week. What I should definitely do beforehand is also do some more testing to make sure I can do a proper live stream event from this place. If not, I'll just do the haphazard live stream thing that I'm doing right now. Let's move that up a little bit. Not really sure if you can see me right now. Probably can now. Oh, wow. It sort of smells like smoke. Well, it looks like smoke too, so let's see if I have it burning. Ay, flabola! Actually, I have to go to it one more time. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to cut you. Bleh. Stumbling over my words there, so I do live. I'm going to cut myself short a little bit. The cooking time of the mushroom short, maybe 1 more minute or 2 minutes. I'm going to put the polenta onto the grill, and then we will get completely cooking. Okay, I'm just looking at the screen here. See if I'm sort of cut off there, but you know what? I reckon that's okay. No one's gonna care. Now you see my full face? Now you know. Nobody in the chat room still. Kind of expected that, but you know what? I think this is a good way for me to go forward. Anywho, so anyway, how much time have I got left? Maybe 1 more minute? Although the smoke is still making me, still making me nervous. Do kind of miss chatting with you guys, but It's not my fault that YouTube is a complete idiot, as other YouTubers will tell you. At least the more successful ones actually do this for a living. Anybody home? Nobody is home. But now it's time for me to put the polenta on the grill. So let's open this, and now I'm going to go crazy and barehanded. Oh wait, the first things first. Gotta lube up the grill and maybe send some flames up. I think that'll do. Boing, boing, and boing. Just set that down. So 3 minutes on that side. I'm gonna turn the heat up on that a little bit more. So now, do I use the spatula or the tongs to flip my polenta? Let's see. When I had this stuff baked and fried, I think when I had it fried, there was a little bit of crispiness on the outside that reminded me kind of like cornflakes that I kind of liked. I just wanted a little bit more crispy texture on the outside, which is what led me to wanting to grill the polenta instead of just baking or pan frying it. Got maybe 1.5 more minutes till I flip it over. And I think I'm going to use my spatula here. Spatula. Must resist the urge to look. Must resist the urge to look. Anybody in? Nobody in. Bleh. That sucks. I was really looking forward to talking to you guys this week. Dang you, YouTube, and you're not working when you're supposed to. You screwed everything up. Alright. Mushrooms are still cooking. Polenta is sizzling. I reckon we need 20 more seconds until I gotta flip it over. So the texture, the consistency of that polenta is kind of like Jello almost. Definitely don't want it for a dessert though. Maybe for a side item. But anyway, let's get to it. Make an executive decision. I'm going to swap them. Try to at least. These things are virtually done. Spatula, more intense. And I killed some of my polenta by accident. Failure is part of the process. 3 more minutes from now. Maybe the other side didn't exactly look too crispy, and I may have mangled the polenta as I scraped it off the grill. See how this little bit tastes. Tastes like salty, slightly charred polenta. Not sure how it will turn out overall. Not really sure what I was expecting with this dish, other than something that was interesting and unique. I guess I wanted something that was soft on the inside and crispy, crunchy on the outside, which might be asking for a lot with this stuff. About a minute and a half to go here until I'm calling them done. And again, for those watching possibly on demand, I apologize for the late, screwed up nature of this webcast, this live stream. But YouTube decided that it didn't want to work. It's all YouTube's fault. I said that for the second time. Let's see if I can say it a third time accidentally. I know it's on my mind, so I probably won't. But anyway, 1 minute left, I think, for the grilling of the polenta. I'm going to take a look. Well, not right now. I'm going to wait, let it cook properly. I'm wondering if the best part might actually be the mushrooms. It's got a nice marinade. I've never marinated mushrooms before. Not in something like this, or even anything for that matter. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Let's move this thing out of the way. Okay, we are almost done. Let's change the angle here slightly. Get down onto the grill itself. Okay. Ooh, some of the polenta's kind of not crispy, but it's firm on the outside. And oh, I may have overdone the mushrooms a little bit. So you know what? I'm going to call them done. Shut the gas off. Gas is off. So let's get to some more prepping. Put the polenta on the plate. Prepare for serving. Well, I'm gonna nab this little charred piece up by hand. And I'll take this whole piece by hand too. It wasn't too hot. So let's get to a serving area here. First things first, I want to try one of these grilled mushrooms, see how it tastes by itself. Oh wow, that's good. Grilled mushroom's great. Now let's take some of the marinara. Start by good healthy portion serving of marinara onto each piece of polenta. You know, just for fun, I want to taste this charred bit. Slightly crispy on the outside, but mostly salt. I guess that's what I should expect with this stuff from here on out. Anyway, this is still hot. And I dropped the mushroom on one of my tablets. One of my only tablet. Not sure if you can see that. Well, actually, it's not a good idea. Let me switch hands. I think some of these mushrooms might be a tad overdone. Maybe not totally overdone, but in these low light conditions here, I hate to say it's acceptable, but we'll taste and see how that impacts the dish, if any. Plating action here. Okay, now time to reconvene to the porch area. So here comes a little bit of a jerky action here. Meanwhile, look at that. Something got caught. And I forgot that my tripod is meant to not fit through giant spaces. Like that. Wait, but first, let's get a thumbnail shot here. Oh, there we go. That is what my version of grilled polenta with grilled mushrooms looks like. From afar it looks good, but let's see how it tastes. Zoom out. Let me get my tablet, 1 second. Shut the door. And now to take a seat. For the first time live, I'm actually taking a seat for you guys. Let's see if I can get to the live stuff right here. My tablet's here. It's being stupid. Nope. So I have no clue how I look on camera, but that's okay. Not like I had any high expectations of this anyway. Oh! Christopher, you're finally here. Thank you for putting up with my idiotic stupidity and YouTube just being a complete jerk. But anyway, I'm wondering if I kind of overdid it with the mushrooms, because some of them feel kind of, I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, it feels like it may have been burnt a little bit. But anyway, it was grilled polenta, then store-bought marinara, and then the mushrooms on top. So And if you're just catching me live, I did marinate the mushrooms a bit in, let's see, olive oil, some oregano, thyme, salt, pepper, and some garlic powder. And some of them turned out really, really good. I tasted them, but I didn't taste the burnt ones though, but I think I will now. But anyway, Christopher, you're probably the only one watching this live right now. Thank you for your devotion and or lack of life, but not as much as me. That sounded terrible. Interrupting your game watch of Villanova Butler. Where is your pride? Where is your university pride? Get off my live stream and finish watching Villanova. Your team has a much better chance than my Dayton Flyers of doing anything. Well, we're pretty much done. So, but I will wallow in pity of eating this polenta right now. But anyway, you better root for the Cats come next weekend. Come tournament time, in lack of having any other team to root for, yeah, I'll do that. And no, I'm not rooting for Wright State. No, not gonna happen. But anyway, here we go for a fun thing. Grilled polenta with marinara and grilled mushrooms. Down the hatch. Mostly got the polenta in that one. Polenta is definitely the star of the show, which is making me think if I make this again in the future, maybe I would season the polenta instead of seasoning the mushrooms and stuff that are on it. Or maybe using a thinner slice of polenta, I don't know. That could have been why I went wrong these last few times, but anyway, let's try a bigger piece with more mushrooms on it. Here we go. As bizarre as that sounds, as far as this sounds, the charriness of the mushrooms doesn't take away at all, but it actually maybe kind of helps it, giving it a little bit of charring mixed up with the polenta. It gives it a little bit more depth to it. I don't know. It's a strangely satisfying match. I'm not getting much of the marinara though. Or maybe I just didn't add enough. I wanted to put a thin layer of marinara on the bottom just to let the visual appeal of the mushroom stand out. That was a good bite. I'm also not getting a whole lot of the flavor of the marinated mushroom, but let me actually try this charred one by itself. Yeah, that charred one was not so great. I think I got a bit of a winner here. The only thing I might need to change is just maybe season the polenta a little bit just to give it a little more flavor. Excuse me. Because the salt in the polenta only goes so far. Or maybe make the polenta a little bit thinner and let the other ingredients kind of stand out. And then I'm going to make this more of a kind of a side dish, or maybe make the polenta thin enough, something like a thicker pizza crust. Not a deep dish, but then again, using polenta as a substitute pizza crust, it definitely wouldn't, that definitely wouldn't make a good pizza, but maybe eating like a pie could be interesting. But on that note, It's been 35 minutes here. I think I semi-succeeded here. I know where to go if I wanted to tweak this up and improve this. But I would say overall it's a very good culinary experiment. And on that contemplative note, that will do it for another episode of Brino's World Live here on Brino's World, a much maligned, a much hampered episode of Brino's World Live. Thank you for watching anyway, probably on demand. And if you got ideas for things I can do on this show, live or otherwise, as I'm freezing my you-know-what up here, leave a comment down below. Otherwise, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Hit me up on the Facebooks, on the Twitters. I got an Instagram that I hardly use. And again, my YouTube thing might have a link to the store, but nobody buys anything from there anyway. Having said all of that, thank you very, very much for watching, and have yourself a good one. And I'm going to go off, if there's a way I can do that. Nope, I'm going to have to actually go to the camera and turn it off. So here we are, signing off in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.